What's up, guys? Welcome to the webinar. Today we're going to be doing a redo of last week's webinar, which was how to try without trying, how to create your reality. Just give me a second, and I'm just going to set up some things in the back end here for the software, and then we will get started. Okay. All right. Okay. Everything looks good. All right, so create your reality. So I'm gonna, this feels kind of weird for me because I basically talked about the same thing last week. So I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but let's do it. I'm gonna try to hit this in 30 minutes. All right, so let's tackle the concept of trying without trying. Why is it that the harder you try, the less you get something? Why is it the more we pursue something, the more it runs away from us? This problem is an energetic problem, all right? If you're not getting what you want in life, the problem is at an energetic level. So all of life comes down to managing your energy, okay? So if we talk about the law of attraction, you attract, basically the universe mirrors your energy. So whatever life you find yourself living, that is a mirror image of the energy that you are giving out in your life over time. So why does the energy of trying make things run away from us? All right. The reason is that trying is like forcing something, okay? It's the opposite of acceptance. In life, you want to be in acceptance and not in control. When you're in control, the funny thing is, when you're in control, when you try to control life, life ends up not giving you what you want because you can't control life. You can influence life, but you can't control it. So put briefly, trying has the energy of fear behind it. All right, there are only ultimately two emotions, two vibrations. Ultimately, you're either in a vibration of love or you're in a vibration of fear. That's it. There's only ever two, ultimately, when you break all the emotions down. So energetically, you're either living from a place of fear or a place of love, okay? Love is abundance, gratitude, acceptance, faith. All of that is love. Giving, being of service, all of that is loving energy. Fearful energy is controlling, manipulating, trying, chasing, pursuing, okay? So the reason why you don't get what you want when you're trying is because you have this kind of like fearful energy, like there's no faith in you. You understand? There's no faith in you. You don't believe that the universe or God or source, or you don't believe that you will be provided for, that life will take care of you. And so what you're doing is you're taking the universe's job, you're taking God's job, and you're saying, you know what, I'm not gonna put my faith in the greater energy, the field of possibilities, this invisible source. I'm not going to put my faith in that. I'm taking control of this and I'm going to make things happen on my own. All right. And when you do that, you're disconnected from source. And when the source is basically that invisible ether from which everything arises, where the unmanifest becomes manifest. Okay. When you're trying, when you're controlling, you're disconnected from that power because you're not in communication with it. You have no faith in it. You have no trust. And so you think you have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders and figure everything out and make everything else happen yourself as only a human being. All right? And so you're going to fail because ultimately, if you think everything is up to you, you're fearful because everything is uncertain. All structures are unstable. The world of form is dualistic. Have not. All right? You have this, then you won't have this. Form is dualistic, meaning everything has both sides of the coin, the good and the bad. You can't have good without bad. You can't have a girl without also a danger of losing the girl, right? So there's no certainty. There's no certainty. So when you're chasing certainty and when you think that you can control life and control outcomes, which is a belief in certainty, you're out of alignment with how the universe works. And when you're out of alignment with how the laws of this planet, this reality we live in, when you're out of alignment with the laws, then things aren't going to happen for you. Okay? So just put the most brief way I can put it is that trying has the energy of fear behind it, and you manifest whatever you are energetically vibrating. Whatever frequency you're vibrating at is what you're going to manifest. So if the universe sees that you are always moving through the world in a fear-based energy, well, that energy is an energy of lack, not abundance, lack. Not having, okay, having less. And so it will mirror back, okay, this person is giving this fearful energy, this lacking energy, so that means I need to mirror back lack. So it will take more away from you. That's why there's this old saying that's misunderstood. It says, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And I think there's another way in the Bible or something that says it, something like, to him who haveth, more is given, and to him who haveth not, more is taken away. Something like that. It's misunderstood. What it means is that the person who's moving through the world with energy of love and abundance, well, the universe or God or source will mirror that energy and give more abundance, more abundance, more abundance, and it compounds over time. Whereas the person who's always living through a negative energy, a fearful energy, an energy of lack, well, then he will constantly be telling the universe, more lack, okay? And the universe will say, okay, you're still in this lacking energy, okay, I will take more away from you, take more away from you, take more away from you. That's what those sayings mean when the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It simply means your energy gives you more of whatever it is. And as years go by, you get better at managing your energy, which means you get better at manifesting things in your life. Okay, so for me, I've been in this study of law of attraction and manifestation and stuff since 2007. Now it's 2000 and almost 2016. And obviously, now I'm manifesting things maybe more consistently and maybe at a bigger scale and better because of my practice and understanding of this, right? And so life comes down to the management of your energy, all right? And I'm going to talk about something now that I didn't talk about in the last one, but I think it's very powerful. So I have a lot of conversations with a lot of guys where, they're asking me, Jad, what should I do? Should I keep this job and make money, or I have an urge to go travel, or become a lead singer of a band or whatever. My heart is telling me something, right? But my mind is saying, you know what, that's not responsible. I should go get a job, please my parents, etc. And here's the deal. Here's what I tell them. First, of course, I always say to everybody, follow your heart. Always follow your heart, right? Your heart is wise. The mind is clever, but the heart is wise. The heart will never steer you wrong. So you need to follow your heart. But at a deeper level, it's about managing your energy. Your life, the way your life will unfold over the next years and for the rest of your life, will be a direct reflection, a direct mirror of the energy you are putting out on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month, year-to-year basis. So if you want to have a good life, your number one priority, your highest order in life, is to make sure you are living today and every day through positive energy, which means an energy of love, of abundance, of gratitude, of faith, of surrender, of service. You need to be living through those energies and not through the energy of stress, anger, hatred, fear, paranoia, and all those other fear-based emotions. So what I tell to someone is, you need to think deeper. You can't look at the surface and think, okay, well, if I have this job, I'm going to make $50,000 this year. And if I quit this job and go travel like I want to, well, I'm going to be living hand to mouth, and then I'm going to lose that $50,000, for example, okay? The cost is much higher than $50,000. If you're staying in a job you hate for a year, the cost is much higher, because for a year, you will be getting out of bed from the moment you wake up until the moment you come home, 8 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. You're going to be hating life. I hate this job. I hate the people. This is such a stupid job. Oh, I hate my boss. I'm angry. I'm stressed. And you're in this bad energy. You're in this bad energy. So people don't realize, they don't put two and two together. If you're in this bad energy 5 days a week, 52 weeks out of the year, what are you practicing? What are you internalizing? What are you making into a habit? You're making it into a habit to live through the fear-based energy, which is the energy of lack. Okay? Anger, sadness, jealousy, hatred, all those are all at the bottom. They're just fear-based. All right? So which are lack. So you're going to the universe and you're saying, I'm going to work this shit job that I hate for a year, and then I'm going to do what I want to do. Well, all the universe knows is what energy you're feeling in the present moment. How are you vibrating now? It does not understand future. It only speaks in present. So you need to speak the language of the universe in order for the universe to give you what you want. All right? So if you're having a shit job for a year that you hate, that's a year of you putting out fearful, lacking, angry, whatever, negative energy. And the only thing the universe can do is mirror back and give you more bad stuff. It's just a mirror. So when I'm saying, when a guy is asking me, what should I do? I'm saying you need to look at this decision from this point of view. The point of view of you need to manage your energy, because your energy will determine your life. So in my case, for example, I sold all my stuff and left Vancouver because I was sick of the weather. I was sick of the people there. The girls there had this attitude. I just wasn't happy there. All right. And I wanted to surf. I wanted to skydive. I wanted to be in the sun. It was always cloudy and rainy in Vancouver. But I was staying there because my friends and family said, hey, Jad, you're always drifting. You need to get serious about life. You need to build a foundation, blah, 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 blah. Right? So I stayed in Vancouver for 4 years trying to be that responsible person. But the cost of that was tremendous because I was miserable. The last 2.5 years, I was very unhappy there. And so my energy was bad. And so nothing good was happening for me. I would try really hard to start my business, to get a girlfriend, to, you know, at that time I had a relationship, but the relationship wasn't working and nothing was working, right? There was no flow and everything was hard and effort, trying, but I wasn't in the right place, right? That's not where my heart wanted me to be. And so I decided to move. I had a talk with Zan Perion, and you know, I told him what I was going through, and he said, "Dude, if you need to go, then go. All right? If you need to go, then go." And he's 20 something years my elder, and I respect his advice. So I said, "All right, let's do it." And since I left Vancouver, it has been a dream. It has been beautiful. It has been abundant. I have been at peace. And here's the kicker, all right? Since I left Vancouver, my energy has been positive. It has been loving. It has been aligned. And so after Vancouver, everything became easy for me. Everything flowed. Now, when I say easy, I don't mean sit on your couch, close your eyes, and imagine something and you're going to get it. No, you need to work. You need to work hard for what you want. But at the foundation of hard work is you need to first be in the right energy, be happy where you are. So life comes down to managing your energy. That is your highest priority. And if you're miserable in a job, even if it's paying 6 figures, if you're miserable, you are just creating lack in your life, lack in your relationships, lack in your health. You know, stress causes disease. Dis-ease causes disease. All right? So the price you are paying is much higher than you realize if you're in a spot you're not happy in. So your duty as a man is to do whatever you need to do, disrupt your life in whatever way you need to disrupt it in order to get your energy where it needs to be. Your priority in life is to manage your energy, to have your energy be an energy of joy and love and not fear. Okay? So that's very, very, very important. Okay. Just give me a second. I have to check out some software thing here. All right. Okay, so coming back, why is it that when you try, you don't get what you want, and what to do instead? So we said that trying has the energy of fear behind it, and fear energy is basically telling the universe lack, I don't have. So we need to transform that and come from an energy of abundance, which is the energy of love. And a loving energy is the energy of giving, gratitude, faith, service, being of service to your fellow man. All those are giving energies. So, you know what? Just give me a second, because I have a feeling that this webinar is being broadcast over YouTube, which is not supposed to be happening. Sorry for the pause, but I do not want to be distracted while I'm talking to you. Just 30 more seconds and I will be back. Okay. I think it's okay. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so now we're going to talk about your relationship to the universe. Okay, I'm going to use the word God here as well. So I don't want you to get caught up on the word, please. Okay, I'm just going to say this once. I don't want to have to repeat it every time I say the word God. If I say the word God, if you don't like that word, replace it with universe, source, Tao, subconscious mind, ether, whatever, the invisible field of potentiality from which the unmanifest comes manifest. Okay, so we can call it the field. But so just if I say God, or if I quote something from the Bible or whatever, I'm not being religious, you can replace that just with the field or energy. All right, so let's just take that, put it there, and then let's just have this conversation. All right, so in order to get what you want in life, you need to be in direct relationship with the field, with God, with the source. You are not doing this all on your own. You are not the one who woke you up this morning. There is something else. There is something much wiser that is guiding us. In life, you cannot control exactly what happens. It's more of you need to dance in harmony with what happens. Okay? So if you want to get what you want in life, you need to move forward with humility and faith and acceptance and surrender. You need to understand that there is a higher power that is guiding you and that has a plan for you, a purpose for you. That is why sometimes when, you know how they say, like, sometimes you didn't get this girl because there's another better girl who's meant for you waiting around the corner. So the universe didn't give you this relationship because there's a better one waiting for you. So there's a saying that God never makes a single mistake. God never makes a single mistake. This saying is powerful because then you can have faith that everything that happens to you is exactly happening and unfolding perfectly. And although on our human level, we cannot understand the grand scheme of things or the invisible hand that's gently guiding us this way and then guiding us that way, at the moment, we don't understand why this happened or this didn't happen. However, we must thank the field. We must thank the, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for this. Thank you for what happened. Thank you for, the breakup. Thank you for whatever, because I understand and I have faith and I am surrendered to your higher purpose for me. So you have a purpose. There's a plan for you, and there's an invisible field guiding you, and you need to be faithful, full of faith, faithful of this higher intelligence, and dance with it, go with it. This is where surrender comes in. So there's this discussion that's been going on here in Bucharest a lot, which is like, when I try, not only in Bucharest, with you guys too, it's like, okay, well, the harder I try, the less I get. And sometimes when I don't try at all, I get exactly what I want. Why is that? Right? Damn it, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, it comes down to surrender. All right? You get what you want only after you give up having to get that, I give up control. You understand? Like, I lost my train of thought. I had a perfect. Okay, so basically, when you try to get an outcome, you're using fear-based emotions, and so you don't get it because fear is lack, right? Control equals fear equals lack equals not having, right? So the reason why we get what we want when we give up is, okay, this is what I wanted to say. So life is about working your ass off while being completely surrendered at the same time. That's like the formula. So the formula is like, because it's like, if you try really hard and you try, very often you don't get what you're trying for. But at the same time, if you just give up and sit on your couch, you also don't get what you want. You don't get what you want in life, right? Because you need to work for what you want. So where's that balance? Like, well, if I work hard and chase it, it doesn't come to me. And if I sit home, it doesn't come to me either. So what's the solution, right? And that's where everyone's confused. The solution is work your ass off while simultaneously being in complete and utter surrender. Surrender to God, to the source, to the universe. Meaning, I will do my duty as a man, as a human being, to work my ass off and give every single thing I got towards getting this, while at the same time, never ever demanding that this is mine, always being faithful and in service to this higher power, saying, I'm going to work my ass off for this goal because my heart tells me that this is where I'm supposed to be. And I understand that I cannot control outcomes. All I can control is how hard I work for something. So I will do my duty as a human, as a man, to work as hard as I can work so that when I lay my head to rest at night, I know that I couldn't give an inch more and I couldn't have given anything more. I fulfill my duty as a human, as a man. And I know that the other half of this is the God or faith or the field or the universe will take care of the outcome. You understand? So it's work your ass off, but never expect to get exactly the outcome you want. The outcome will be determined by the universe. It will give you the outcome that's the best for you. So when you move through the land of women or through life or whatever, it's work your ass off. You have to meet God halfway. That's how I see it. You need to meet God halfway. All right? If you're sitting on your ass and being lazy, God's not going to give you what you want. Another way to say this is if you're sitting on your ass and being lazy, you're not in a positive energy, and so the universe is going to mirror your laziness, right? So, but if you're working your ass off, which is all you can do, you can never guarantee that you're going to win, that you're going to be the champion or anything. All you can do, like if you take a sports analogy, no team can ever guarantee that they're going to win the championship. But what do? They do their duty. They work their asses off, right? And then, so the universe, God, the field, mirrors that energy of work and says, okay, you've done this, so I'm going to give you this, for example. Okay? So work your ass off while being in complete surrender at the same time. Another way to say that is complete surrender is complete faith. You need to be faithful. Faithful to the energy, to the field, to source, to God. You need to be faithful that you will be provided for because you are putting forth the effort, you are putting forth the work. All right? So that's the balance. Where people stop manifestation, interrupt manifestation, is when they demand a certain result. The second you demand a certain result and say, I'm going to get this result, otherwise I'm going to be angry and curse life and curse God and curse the universe, at that second is the second you're guaranteed not to get what you want. All right? You need to be in humility, you need to be humble, you need to be in gratitude, and you need to be faithful. Otherwise, you are disconnected from this source. You cannot curse, you cannot transmit cursing angry energy, which at the foundation is fearful energy. You cannot curse negative energy and then have the universe reflect good energy back to you. That's why so many people fail. Just in the Think and Grow Rich, he says, so many men stop only 3 feet from gold. If they had just continued a little further, they would have struck that gold vein and struck that gold mine. But most men quit only 3 feet from gold. So that's the same as what I'm saying. The reason most men don't get what they want in life is because they work and work and work and work and work, and maybe they almost get a girl, and they go on a date with her and everything, and then she just slips through their fingers, right? It's so close, so close. And so what does the man do? He says, fucking damn, and fuck life, and I'm cursed, and fuck the universe, and and then he curses his life, he curses universe, he curses, right? So he's saying he's not trusting in a higher plan and a higher power, and he's not trusting in anything. He's saying, you know what? He's cursing, right? So so even though he's so close, the second he starts cursing the universe, boom, he drops, because the universe only knows the present moment, and in the present moment you're giving negative energy, and so it says, oh, lack? Okay, here's some more lack. And then you're angry for like a week or a month or a year because you lost that girl, and so it just gives you more lack, more lack, more lack, more lack, more lack, and you had no idea that you were just this close. If, on the other hand, you had reacted in a different way, being humble, coming down, coming to your house, getting down on your knees, all right, whether it's praying to God or the field or whatever, getting down on your knees just as a symbol of humility, bowing your head and saying, thank you. Thank you for what unfolded today. I understand that you never make a single mistake and that you have a plan for me. And even though I don't understand this plan, I am faithful and I am in complete surrender and service to you and your plan for me. And I will continue, and I thank you for this opportunity to learn something today. And I thank you for my health and my mind. And then you get back to remembering of all the things you do have, and you give gratitude. Gratitude is the energy you need to be in basically every minute of your life, right? The more gratitude you give to the universe, the more it's going to give you abundance back. You understand? So the biggest mistake people make is that right before success, usually you fail, and it's a big failure and it's a big disappointment. That's the moment where the universe is testing you. You're being tested. Your faith is being tested. Are you going to curse life, or are you going to stay in gratitude, stay in faith, and stay the course? And staying the course in the right energy, the energy of love, of service, of giving, of humility. Only then will you find your riches and your abundance. When regardless of the outcome, you stay the same. You understand? Regardless of the outcome, you stay the same. When we don't get what we want and we throw a temper tantrum, we are being like arrogant, immature little children. And the universe reflects our negativity, which is lack, to us. So it's up to you to grab this faith, grab it, hold on to it tight. This faith, this gratitude, this surrender, this humility that you are not the one who controls the outcomes. You are the one who works his ass off, but there's something else that's going to determine when you get what it is that you want. You will get what you want, maybe not exactly what you want, but ultimately you will get what you want, but you cannot dictate exactly when or exactly how. You need to be humble, and you need to remain friendly with this field. You need to remain in gratitude, and you need to remain in service. You are here to serve, to give. Okay? So when things don't go your way, don't stop giving, give more. Don't stop thanking, thank more. All right? Don't be arrogant and curse the universe. Get down on your knees, bow your head, be humble, and ask, how may I serve better? How may I serve more? Please allow me to understand this lesson that you taught me today. I'm really angry and upset and disappointed that I didn't get this result today, because I really thought I would get it today. but thank you for what unfolded, and I trust that there's a higher purpose and a higher reason for this, and that there's something better waiting for me down the road, and that maybe there's some lessons I need to learn before I'm ready for that thing that I wanted. All right? And from there is when things will start to happen for you. Okay? So it's a surrender. It's how may I be of service to you? Talking to the field, the universe. How may I serve? How may I serve? That's your only purpose here, is to serve. Okay? So gratitude, faith, acceptance, surrender, service. Love. Love is service. Love is giving. That's what's going to get you what you want. Angry, stressful, frantic, fear-filled, control-based actions, those are all have the energy of fear. Fear is the energy of lack. And so you can work your ass off, you can work yourself to the bone, you still won't get what you want because your energy is wrong. Your energy is the energy of lack. So fix your energy. If that means sell all your stuff and move around the world, if that's what it takes, you know, what are you willing to do to get the life that you want? Zan Perion had a very powerful saying that also changed my life and influenced my decision. He said, in order to change everything, you need to change everything. In order to change everything, you need to change everything. And when he said this in the talk. He said, you know what I'm about to say is going to go over a lot of your heads. A lot of you are going to think you understand it, but you're not really going to understand it. And when he said that, I knew that as well. And so now I'm saying to you, I know some of you, you think you get it, but you don't really get it. So listen, in order to change everything, you need to change everything. It's not about, new clothes or saying more affirmations or everything. For example, for me, I changed everything. I sold my stuff. I sold everything. I left my friends. I left my comfort zone, and I changed everything. And throughout these past 2 years, I've changed everything multiple times. And now I'm in Bucharest, and I just also, I made a change. I was in Lebanon for about a year, and then stuff at the end wasn't really flowing for me, so I changed everything again, and now I'm in Europe, and I changed everything, and everything changed for me, and great things are happening. So sometimes you have to change everything multiple times. And the foundation for why you need to change everything is because you want to manage your energy. You need to get out of the spot that's making you miserable and do whatever you need to do, pay whatever price you have to pay, no matter how inconvenient or scary it is, to get yourself to a place where on a day-to-day basis, you feel okay, you feel good. We're not talking about ideal happiness, like, oh, every day I wake up and I'm super happy. Don't chase ideals. I'm just saying, be in a place where you feel like, all right, I'm following my purpose. I'm living my life to the best of my ability in the way that I want. And I'm not in a toxic environment surrounded by people I hate that are pissing me off every second of every day and making my energy go dark. So you need to manage your energy. That's perhaps one of your highest purposes in life, because your life is simply a reflection of the consistent energy you give off. That's it. So if you have secret thoughts of hatred, fear, jealousy, and you think those are hidden, they're not hidden, man. They're affecting you. So you need to find your way back to love, back to service, back to humility. Many of us are very arrogant. Remember that you are here right now. It wasn't you or any other man who determined that today you're waking up with your health and your sound of mind and your body, and that you didn't get hit by a bus yesterday. There's something protecting you. There's something guiding you. So be humble and wake up and wake up to all the things you have. Stop focusing on the one thing you don't have. Terrible things happen to people every day. So if it's something terrible didn't happen to you, wow, you won the lottery already. You're good. Enjoy what you got today. What a beautiful day. So it's about slowing down and waking up. That's like, gratitude is not something you say. It's something you feel. You feel. You need to feel the gratitude. When you're talking to the field, you don't say, oh, I'm grateful. No. Are you being grateful? How are you treating others in a way that shows that you're living through gratitude? How are you feeling? Do you feel grateful? Sit down, turn off Facebook and computer and phone, and sit down for 5-10 minutes and feel it. Feel it in your heart. Feel it all over your body that you're grateful. Can you see? Wow, you lived a life where you were able to see a beautiful woman. You can die happy. Are you able to hear? Wow, you heard the most beautiful sound in the world, which is the sound of a woman, right? Or beautiful music, or the sound of your loved ones. Wow, you're so blessed. Do you have a mind where when you think something and you open your mouth and you can say it right away, and you don't, you don't have some kind of dysfunction or disease where you can't talk? Wow, you won the lottery, man. You get the point? Start from there. Everything else you get is bonus. You fall in love, you don't fall in love, you get a girl, you have sex, you don't have sex. That's all bonus, man. That's all bonus. Be grateful for the little things, which are huge. No amount of money can buy you, your eyes, your hearing, your health, your sound of mind, your friends, your loved ones. If you have peace in your country, wow, how lucky are you? You're not in a war-torn country, wow. You have the internet, wow. Okay, from that place where you're humble, where you remember that you have so many riches that money can't buy, that you are rich. Be grateful for that. And then I promise you, through your humility, through your true humility, and your true gratitude, which are kind of the same thing, you walk as a humble, faithful, full of faith, humble, faithful man in the service of something greater. There's a saying, to much is given, much is required. To much is given, much is required. Much has been given to you, so much is required from you. That is your duty as a man. Not to be selfishly examining your own navel for 20 years, thinking, oh, what's wrong with me? Look outside. How may I serve? How may I give? What gifts do I have that I can make somebody's life easier, better? Service. All right? So when I talk about being of service, being humble and being grateful, it's a being. It's a being, not a thought. Your being. How do you show the field and the universe or God that you're grateful? Give, go out and be of service to people. That will, you know, walk your talk. Okay, so I think that's it. That's how you try without trying. Basically, work your ass off. Do your duty as a man. All right? Through gratitude, through humble service, and then leave the rest up to the universe. It will give you what you deserve at the right time. All right? Don't be arrogant. Don't demand. Okay? Request. Speak out what you want. Make declarations to the universe of what you want, but never threaten it and say, you better give me this. Because the second you do that, you're done. And the second you curse the universe or the world, you know, curse the field or God or life, the second you do that, you're done. You fail. You need to be thankful and humble and open to all outcomes. And only then will you start to get what you want and get in the flow of life. All right. Okay. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I'd appreciate some feedback through email or HipChat or Facebook. It'll be cool. All right. Take care.